we have been building up quite the little area here. We've got the Hobbit hole thing right there with our farmer friend inside somewhere. Hey, there he is. How you doing? And over here is the Hobbit barn that we built up last episode, which I just keep loving more and more. Oh, and speaking of which, I did a little bit of a stream and we found a zombie spawner, and now we have a saddle for our fast horse, mule. There we go. But with this area built up as much as it has been, there's just a little bit more that I want to do, and that involves these guys right in here. I think they've been in safekeeping in this hole just long enough, and to be honest, they're quite noisy. All their complaining is getting to me a little bit. So let's take care of these guys and let's build them little buildings for themselves so that they can be nice and safe and they can have a nice little hobbit village. Considering I completely decimated this village a little while ago. And also, it'll help with our iron golem infestation problem. So I think the first thing we want to do in regards to this is sort of do a little bit of city planning. Back this way, we have some paths and stuff from the original village, which, excuse me, which we could use potentially if we wanted to come back this way. Um, but since it is a Hobbit village, we're gonna want to do a couple of more holes, maybe some builds like this, and I think it's gonna take just a hot minute to try and figure it out. We could use that hill over there. We'll have to clear some of the trees, and there may be a couple of other hills in that direction which we might want to use. But we're definitely going to do something with this flat area here and here. And maybe we could start with some sort of Hobbit fisherman hut and do some sort of pier out into this river here and see what we've got going on. Let me do a little bit of planning. Let me see what I can do with clearing trees and marking spots, and I'll get right back with y'all. I certainly hope that I haven't been too ambitious for this project. I've got several builds marked out around me, and I'm looking forward to putting it all together. But besides the builds, and there's that one right there too, I want to add more environment to the area. I'm gonna have to get some more bone meal to add grass and flowers and stuff like that. But I also want to add a few custom trees around the area, and then we're gonna need to add different lampposts and things like that too to help keep things lit up. Now let's go into free cam real quick, and so you can get a little bit of a visual of what we're working with. So back here, I did clear up all of the path, and that took a lot longer than I wanted it to. But we've got a couple of builds here marked out. That right there is actually going to be a hobbit hole. I just don't have a hill for it to be in. That is also going to be a hobbit hole, which we may need to build up that hill a little bit and definitely fill in some cracks. We've got a butcher area that's going to be right about here. I thought it'd be really good to have it close next to the barn. And then we have a fisherman's hut probably right about there. Maybe another fisherman's hut right here, or just some sort of launching point for boats with maybe a either some sort of water wheel or something along those lines right there. And then this build that I'm standing on right here in the middle, where all the villagers are currently are, I think is going to be our town hall of some kind. We may need to move it a little bit more to where my bed is, and then just figure out exactly how to fill some of this space. Maybe this hobbit hole here is going to be another farmer, so we'll have some more crop areas and stuff like that as well. But we're going to have to definitely take a look at some of the things that we do as we go and sort of plan a little bit more as we go too, because I have a horrible habit of not planning anything at all. So at least we did the cobblestone around to give us a little bit of an idea of what we want to do. But to get started, let's go ahead and see about building this little hobbit hole, or not hobbit hole, this butcher shop right here. So let's remove some of the cobble. I want to leave some of it to help mark the area we have here. And I think I'm going to fill in this little pond here. All right, let's grab some of this. And I think We might want to extend this portion out just a bit right here. And then we'll come up probably just a little bit more here also. Come out a little bit further here. And probably about right there too. That should be good for a little bit of an area to work with. So again, Hobbit holes and Hobbit items aren't going to be very tall, so we're not going to build this up very high. So we're just going to go about 3 on each space. Oop. Ouch. Okay, and I think I want to do something with the roof line first before we get in the actual build. I'm sort of looking at a reference right now, and maybe I will post that in the video here of what I am looking at so you guys can have an idea of what I'm trying to go for. I think probably about here. We'll want to have either here or about here, we'll want to have like a fireplace coming up. So we'll look at that as we're building and see what we want to do. Okay, so we got a little bit of the roof shape in, which I think is going to be pretty stinking cool here. I just need to figure out how to detail the roof and actually make it look good. Um, the reference image has sort of a thatched roof. And so trying to do that with just spruce or even adding in birch is not really going to pull in the effect. So I'm trying to decide exactly like if I can remove this, remove those blocks and just use the spruce as a trim. That might actually work in our favor. Well, I was a little worried that we were going to lose the shape with the trim having done the moss like that, but I don't think it's too bad. I think there's just a couple of things that we could do to improve it. And I think one of those things is if we, let me actually get up here. Yeah, probably right about here. We ought to have some sort of chimney. Let me actually move these guys. Yeah, I think having something stick up right here helps sort of bring it together. You don't need to be coming this way. You go for your swim over that way. Start going that way. You're coming the wrong direction. Go away. I'm just going to ignore them for now. And we could even blend it together if we brought in some mossy cobble. Let me see what that looks like. I was thinking we put some stairs like right there and there. And that might help build it up a little bit. Maybe a couple of whole blocks here and here. I think it might be better to do it this way if I'm going to do full blocks. Hold on. Put whole blocks there. And then maybe a couple of stairs here and here. Or maybe turn this here. And then we do another stair there. And then this comes up as mossy about 2. And then we can put this one on top. And how does that look? Not bad, actually. Let's go grab a campfire. We can go ahead and take care of the decoration up here. Come right up here and do that. And one of my favorite effects that I noticed from watching people like Whip and Mythical Sausage is putting a wall right there. And then what we can do is come around with some spruce trap doors, covering up the campfire and sort of finishing off the look there of the chimney. Let's see how that looks from down below. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty solid. Now, I think what we want to do is down here, we'll go ahead and pull those 2 out, and we'll grab the smoker. And with the smoker, we'll probably put it actually right about there. And then we'll grab some more cobble and mossy cobble. And we'll design a sort of smoker fireplace area. And then we can just sort of tuck things in. It doesn't have to match exactly what's on the roof. Just kind of needs to make sense with what you see down here. And we'll actually put some cobble on top of that. Then that actually needs to be replaced. We'll do something right there. That looks decent. Okay, so I don't quite like this portion here. So we'll trim that up a bit, remove that and that. Sort of want things to center more around the smoker itself. We'll do something there. And I think we'll do stair there and there. And that's actually part of the wall. Something kind of like that. And fire spruce back in. No, I don't like that. Yeah, the top is looking really good. It's the underside that's a little odd. Yeah, I think it actually does need to match more of the top. So let's go ahead and remove everything we did. Way too much cobble there. And okay. So I do think it would be good to nope. I do think it would be good to come down like this. And then here we can do mossy cobble. And that looks a little bit better for that. Let's grab some more of our cobble and bring it through here. See, this will be part of the wall. We'll do birch and stuff there. So that can be pretty solid right there. I think we want to approach it kind of like that. And then we'll do like a stair there, 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 and there. But then it starts to look a little flat. So what if we actually do this? That looks kind of good. And we can even detail it a little bit by adding walls. I don't like the walls. We'll do a stair there and there, maybe like that. Honestly, that looks the best, having it sort of just support everything and there's no mantle. And then I think we'll go around the rest of it with birch and put some support back here for the fireplace down on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of this build. I think that building the walls and everything, you guys have seen me do a little bit. So that is my thoughts on a smoker fireplace type thing. It looks pretty good. But I'm going to work on the walls and I'll get them done and show you the finished product. And boom, we're done. I did a minimal bit of detailing with some texture. I got some fence gates there. And of course, I bone milled the area around here that adds some grass and things like that. It can help the area seem a little bit more alive. And over here, I added a few pigs with the pig pen. We've got some mud, some hay, and some coarse dirt with some regular dirt in there as well. They seem to be enjoying themselves. Much happier here than they were in the wild. And then, of course, in here, we have the butcher's shop. We've got a bunch of different campfires here with only a little bit of meat cooking or being displayed, rather. And a few other shelves here where I plan to add things like... let's actually switch this out. I don't like that. Let's switch it out like... That looks good. We'll add a few other things in here, like some item frames and stuff like that to help decorate and bring more life to the area. But I think that this is a pretty darn good butcher shop. We just need to get a villager in here to take the job and to care for the pigs, of course, which that may be a task. I think that there's a decent way to do this. Let me see if I can get them out of the or get one or two out of the hole without too much trouble. I think a lead may actually be helpful. All right, so if I come here and open up a little bit of an area, then pop down a boat. Can I pop down a boat? There we go. And you wanted to get in, and you wanted to get in. Great. Not trying to rest. Trying to get a lead on the boat. All these villagers are in the way. All right, let's see. F3B? Yes. I'm not trying to... Can I not lead the boat? There we go. Okay, now how do I get out of here without letting everybody else out? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Dirt. Okay, now these guys should just come... Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Get out of the wall. Okay, well, I guess you're just gonna... All of you! Jeez. Okay, move. Move! Villagers are so frustrating. Get off my dirt block. I'm not letting you out. And you have too many iron golems for me to do anything else. Okay. Let's see. Whoa! What in the world? Where did the lead go? I mean, where'd the boat go? What? Oh my gosh! Where did you come from? Oh my word. Okay. Let's cover the rest of your friends up here because I want them to be safe. I'm going to grab a nap because they're all sleeping. Oh my word. Okay, so really I just need one of y'all, but you can come this way. Oh man, the lead broke. I think what I want to do is break this. Should be able to get him to come in here. There we go. And now... Right, I have glass there. Close that. Okay, now we got a butcher. You can go on. But you'll stay in here forever. Oh good, you want to be the fisherman. I got a perfect spot for you. I'll set you right here. Okay. There we go. This is done, and it's actually looking really good. I am actually really happy with this. Look at him wandering around in there. He looks so happy. He looks so happy. What kind of trades do you have anyways? You want raw rabbit or pork chops? It'll be a hot minute before I do any trades with you. All right. Now next is going to be the fisherman's hut. Since we've got a fisherman, the only thing is I think he's... Oh, he just lost his job. Sweet. Well, fisherman's hut it is. Let's go. And there it is. Very, very simple fisherman's hut. Ooh, let's pick up these leaves before they spawn. And it's looking marvelous on the outside here. We got just a few details, and one of the things that I really like about this build is that it's meant to look sort of run down and ragged, which is why we use some of the stairs there. And I'm really liking the way it's turned out. Ooh, we still need to add a door. Don't have any on me right now. But right now it's pretty much just barrels in here, and I think I do need to fill in a few holes, but that actually kind of helps lend to the whole thing. So maybe not. But it's filled with barrels so that the fishermen can definitely put their fish in the barrels. And then we may add a bed like in this corner right here so they can sleep. And yeah, I think the next thing we'll do, just to add a little bit of life to this, is we'll remove this little walkway that's in the water and build an actual fishing dock. Uh, Not quite sure exactly from where, but out into the river there. All right, now let's add this little door on right here. And then destroy all this that I did first. Hopefully I should be able to get everything in. And let me grab this guy. Hey, bud. Just gonna pull you in. Pull you. Oh, lead just broke. Okay. There it is. Let's see if this will work. Uh, nope. What if I lower the block a bit? That is a weird thing you just did with your head. Ha! That worked. Now, to see if maybe you want. Let me actually do this. Nope. Haha. Nice. Okay. I don't have any slabs, so we'll just do that. You shouldn't be able to get out that way, even if we leave it up. And then we can remove this guy off, ruining the decoration, and reinstall. There we go. Perfect. Now we have got our little fisherman dude in here. He wants string. So we'll give him a little bed in that corner there, and the rest of it is going to be decorated with fish and things of that nature once we can get in here and do that. He's also going to need a little light. I don't have enough iron right on me right now, so we'll just throw that in there. And we'll be right back. That feels a little bit better. And he gets a nice purple little bed. There you go, dude. Enjoy. And I'll probably be in here later to do trades with you as you want. And I'm starting to think this is a little ambitious to try to get done in a week. We'll see how far we can get, and I'll be working busy, busy, busy. Shouldn't be too bad. We got one hole pretty much done. We'll just have to decorate, and then we've got a hole to build, another fishing residence maybe, and town square. Should be good. Should be good. I'm a little nervous. All right, next up is the fishing dock, and I think I have an interesting idea for this. I just need to remove the old one first. Okay, so first change is I have terraformed the area around here. I removed the old pier and terraformed a little bit, rounded the edges here, and took off some sand and then filled in the little pond that was there. I may change up what that build is going to be, not quite sure. It may just move closer to the waterfront here. Now, the other thing is you'll notice the water's flowing in here. Gonna try and figure out how to fix that, but not just yet. And we have quite a bit of potential terraforming to do under the water. Once it comes time to do that, this may be a future project. For now, though, let me grab some spruce and maybe some more birch. And we'll see what we can do for a fishing dock. So definitely not complete yet, but this is what we're working with. We've got this angle here that connects the two, and we'll have a nice open area here, which I'm thinking we'll do probably about, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably about here, and then come out on either side as well. Something like this, and then we can even mix in some spruce trap doors to make it look a little more variegated and broken down. So I'm going to work on getting this built up, and I'll come back to y'all in just a quick second. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. This village is going to be filled with fishermen. I can just see it already. But this is a beautiful fishing dock. I really actually like it. It's very monochromatic almost, but the barrels do add a nice bit of texture as well as the support beams here, and the trap doors add a little bit. I'm not quite sure I'm sold on them, but I'll keep them for now. And over here, I have a nice boat tethered to the dock, which is actually something that we couldn't do in Minecraft until recently. We couldn't tie boats off to docks, and now it looks like it's tied there, waiting to be used, which is amazing. So amazing. Just adds a little bit extra life to each and every build. And look, it just moved. Stupid squid. Awesome. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 builds left to do. I think we can rock this. Let's knock something else out. Now, this hobbit hole is going to be the next one we do, and it's going to be another farmer house. But we're going to do different crops like melons and pumpkins, and then we'll probably do, I don't know, beets if we have some. But we do have a big issue here with this being completely flooded down here. I think the best thing to do will be to start by blocking this area off. So the water can stay there, but we can start by, yeah, filling that in and then working our way back and getting rid of all of the water here. And I'm out of dirt. Hold on. Oh, and yeah, also it's kind of hollow, so we're gonna have to do a bit of terraforming and quite a bit of digging. All right, I've done the terraforming for this, and we may need to do just a little bit more to trim it up. Maybe removing this layer here. Something like this. Yeah, that'll be good. I know it looks flat right now, but as we put the window and the wall on it, it should work pretty well. And this obviously is going to be where we put our door. They'll come in, and then it'll be the wide open area that we have over in this one. So let's come take a look at this real quick to get a little bit of inspiration. Yeah, we want something kind of like this. Maybe a little bit more squat, so it slowly builds up, but it's also, I don't know, maybe more curved here, just a little bit. We'll see. We'll work on it. I have a bit of a plan, and I'm looking forward to showing it off. But first, I have some wood types that I want to incorporate in this. It needs a little more color. The birch and the spruce is great, but it just needs a little more color. So I'm gonna run to the nether and see if we can't grab some crimson and warped stem woods. I hate magma cubes. I just died and lost almost everything in the nether. And I'm pretty sure I don't have enough diamonds to make more diamond armor. Oh joy. Oh joy. Okay, well, let me make a boat and we're gonna see if we still can't get that wood types. I at least was smart enough to put my diamond pick here and my diamond helmet at the dwarven base, but this is still quite frustrating. I see you. Do you see me? Come on now. Oh, okay, you're just gonna despawn. No worries. I think he was scared of me. No way. I can't believe that stuff is not melted. Boots and pants, sure. But we got my axe back. That's the biggest thing. I mean, yeah, you know, I lost the chest plate, but hey, this is great. This is great. I'm excited, actually. Yes. Can't believe I got that stuff back, especially this axe. Oh, and the lead? Oh man, that is big. I was very lucky. All right, we've got a crimson forest. Let's see. Hopefully there's a warped one nearby also. But on the off chance if not, we can definitely use some of the crimson stem. I'm going to stay around these mushrooms just because I don't want hoglins. It looks like we're good. Let's get a bunch of this crimson stem. Well, we made it back from the nether and have 3 stacks of crimson stem and 3 stacks of warp stem, which is going to be absolutely amazing. So what I want to do here is instead of using the crimson stem, we can pop it in here for now. And we're going to end up using a lot of the warped stem. Now, I want to do something similar to what we have here. But I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do it. Because here we have a lot of the trim and the door itself is with spruce. And then the birch is like the main part of the build. I want to use the trim again with spruce for this. But I feel like maybe we do the door and some of the other bits and bobs, if you want to call it that, in warped. So let's try and work something out and see what we can come away with. We definitely have an interesting start here. It's a nice round door. And I'm having to look at some inspiration online too, since this is more of a flat wall rather than trying to do it on a horizontal. In some senses, the horizontal was a little bit easier than this flat, but I think it's coming along. I just need to figure out exactly where to go from here and how much to show on certain sides of the hill versus other sides. We'll continue working on it, and I'll show you the completed version once we at least have the exterior done. And we have the outside finished of this hobbit hole. Looks like we got some melons growing here and some pumpkins growing over here, though it's going to take some time for them to come in. This field is pretty much full. This one, I only had a few melon seeds, so it's going to have to take some time before it spreads. But let's take a look on the inside. And yeah, nothing's changed. It's time to dig it out and see what we can do to get it looking good. And it's done. We've got a nice entry hall here, and as you walk back this way, each of the rooms are sort of rounded out with the different wood types, and it is kind of difficult to walk around, but at least we got this farmer guy in here who wants carrots. So I'm pretty proud of this. It took a lot of work to figure it all out, but I am really, really liking it. I am going to come back around here with different light sources and get those figured out. We do have some lanterns in the windows, but that doesn't really help out throughout the rest of the build. But we'll get that figured out. Let me know what you guys think of these builds in the comments below. I really do appreciate your guys' inputs and would just really love to hear it. And he's running away. Why are you running away? Stop. 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 Okay. I guess I have to sleep. You had a bed. I gotta drag you back. No! Why are you leaving? Where are you going? No! Ugh. Go back inside your house. Come on. I don't have time for this. Bully. Alright, now I think he's trapped in here forever. We just have to be careful. There he is. Not to open the trap door right when he's next to it. There we go. We're good. Now on to the next build, which is going to involve a whole lot more terraforming. But I'll let you guys back in on it once we've got a little bit more progress in these villages, whether it's the end of the next build or as I finish up the rest of them. I've just got to see how much time I have left. Oh man, this one was rough. I'm not quite sure how it turned out. I do like the colors. The colors work really well together. The path is a little meandering and kind of tight when you get up here, but I think it works. And we've got ourselves a pretty empty room here. It needs some more light. We've just got torches for now. And a farmer who is just strolling around his place, who wants carrots and beets, which is perfect because we have started a beet farm right here with the 2 beetroot seeds that we have. He also really likes Lily of the Valley, so that's why we have that there. And I bone mealed a little bit around this area and connected these 2 builds with a path. And I'm trying to decide exactly what we want to do with these last 2 builds. And I'm sort of thinking that we may just want to do away with one of them. This one right here seems a little cramped in this area to really have another build. And this one seems like a really good place to do some sort of villager breeder. So we may, I don't know, we may move it over. It may work there with spacing, and then we could bring this other build back. But again, I'm gonna have to cut away and cut back to when I have another one of these builds made up. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a time lapse. I'm not sure. We'll see. You'll know quicker than I do. So I decided to take the easy way out and not really build anything else. I really think that all these buildings that we've already got built up in this area are super nice and really help bring the feel. I did install another farm over here for a villager breeder, though I'm not entirely sure it's going to work. The beds are still over here in this hole where I put all the villagers when we first came into the village. So they may not be tracked onto those beds still, and any small villagers may not be able to get to them either, which is problematic for building a villager breeder, but maybe it'll work in the end. I'm not so sure. There's a few other things that I want to do around here before we're finished, and that's add a bunch of fences and maybe bushes or something along the pathways here, and then add a couple of custom trees. I'm thinking one back here because it's just really sort of fenced off for the villager safety, because there are 1 or 2 villagers that are roaming around free, and maybe a custom tree or 2 here in this middle area, and just really kind of um, garden it out, make it look really, really pretty. Just because it's going to be sort of the central garden area that these hobbits have. And then finally, I'm thinking we may do one more tree sort of just on the other side of the beetroot farm here. Oh, speaking of the beetroot farm, we can spread the farm. Let's go. Okay. But yeah, I want to add maybe another custom tree in that area to sort of block the sight lines so that it seems like the village ends right there. And I think so maybe 3 or 4 custom trees, and then this area, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do over here, so it may wait for another video to where we build some sort of other boat dock or something like that over this way, because that is the way to our dwarven keep. Let me do one more quick cut, and we should be good to go. Turns out I didn't have to be worried about villager safety because they've decided that they're cows. Oh yeah. Now now it looks so good. Let's check it out. Of course, I still haven't done any interiors, but the beetroots are growing in, and we've got some lovely paths around here that leads to our villager breeder here, which apparently they wanted to plant some wheat. Okay. And of course we got our pumpkins and melons over there. And our dock. Oh my gosh, our dock looks so good with everything else in place. Let's just ignore the deforestation over there. But we'll keep coming around this way, and we'll come to our fisherman's hut, which is just looking marvelous, as well as our butcher's house and this place over here, which I did not end up doing a custom tree over here because maybe we'll do more work out this way eventually. We've got him stomping the ground flat for us. And following it around this way, we come to our stable with our horses and our mules, which we've got a couple of names for our mules that are great. I'm going to have to put up a community poll to decide what you guys want to actually name the mules, and I'll do that here shortly. But following this around, we come back to the front of our stable and the barn where we have all of our cows, including the villagers who think they are cows. I mean, look at them. They've got goofy grins on their faces and they're living in the cow. It's just strange. But continuing around, we've got the rest of the Hobbit houses. We got this one, and of course, the one over there that also has basically no interior. But come in here and we get to see two of our custom trees up close with a bit of a gardeny area. I wouldn't say it's too gardeny. Maybe I need to come back through and add more flowers or something in here, but I think it looks pretty good. I'm enjoying the two custom trees, and of course, I've got a cat here that I tamed, keeping the creepers out. And out this way, we lead to our boat dock, which our boats are currently in use. That is all we have for our Shire village, Hobbit-inspired village that it was a lot of fun to build. I can't believe I got all of this done in less than a week. And hopefully I can get this edited and out to y'all ASAP. Guys, I'm so excited for this. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. And I just want to say, if you watched this long in the video, thank you. Thank you so much. And I want to give a special shout out to my Patreon and YouTube members. You guys are amazing. You guys really, really inspire me, and I appreciate all that you do to support me. If you guys are looking to help support another content creator, feel free to join my channel as a YouTube member. You get plenty of perks, emojis, and sometimes I will often release these videos early to members. And then Patreon supporters are just amazing. Feel free to join, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. By the way, let me know which of our builds was your favorite.